Karen of Creamcraft Goods, and this is my newest pattern I made with Zaka Workshop, the Rambler Bag, which is a messenger-style bag. The pattern includes hardware, step-by-step instructions, and the flap and side templates. The Rambler Bag pattern kit comes with the hardware, which includes a set of two 1-inch D-ring and swivel hooks, one 3/4-inch flower magnetic snap, and one 1-inch adjustable slider buckle. If you need additional hardware to make another bag, check out zakaworkshop.com. Here's the fabric I'm using for the bag. It's called Persimmon by Rashida Coleman Hale for Ruby Star Society. It's super cute and really colorful. I generally like to pick a bolder print for the bag flap and complementing prints for the body, the inner lining, handles and tabs, and the bag straps. I use a fusible interfacing for bag lining, pockets, bag strap, and handle. I use fusible foam interfacing such as Pellon Flex Foam for the body and the flap. For this project, you'll need your sewing machine, an iron, clips or pins, a stiletto or chopstick or a knitting needle will do, a water-soluble pen or heat erasing is fine, small scissors, and a seam ripper. Lastly, there is some hand sewing involved, and for this you will need heavy-duty thread such as upholstery thread and some sewing needles. Adhere a 3.5 by 2.5 fusible interfacing rectangle to the wrong side of a 3.5 by 2.5 cotton rectangle and press. Next, fold and press all the edges by 1/4 inches to the wrong side. Now you're going to fold in half lengthwise and press. Clip or pin in place. Edge stitch around the perimeter, stitching as close to the edges as possible. Insert the tab into the D-ring, fold it in half matching the top and bottom edges. Clip it in place and top stitch right under the bottom area of the D-ring, making sure to backstitch from start to end. Here's how it looks. Repeat these steps for the second D-ring and set aside and move on to the next step. Adhere a 6.5 by 4-inch fusible interfacing rectangle to the wrong side of a 6.5 by 4-inch cotton rectangle and press. Fold the left and right edges in by 1/4 inch to the wrong side and press. Now fold in half lengthwise and press to make a crease. Open the fold and take the top raw edge folding down into the crease and press. Take the bottom raw edge, fold up into the crease and press. Fold in half again lengthwise and press, bringing the folded edges together. Clip in place and edge stitch around the perimeter. Using a water-soluble pen, draw lines 3/4 inches in from the left and right edges of the handle. These marks indicate where the handle will be sewn to the flap. Set aside and proceed to the next step. For the body, adhere the 19.5 by 12-inch fusible foam interfacing to the wrong side of a 19.5 by 12-inch cotton rectangle. Quilt as desired, and trim the piece to 18.5 by 11 inches. For the flap, adhere the 10 1/4 by 12-inch fusible foam interfacing rectangle to the wrong side of the 10 1/4 inch by 12-inch cotton rectangle. Quilt as desired and trim to 9 1/4 inch by 11 inches. Align the flap with the top edge of the back body with right sides together. Clip in place and sew together along the top using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Open the seam and press. Using the enclosed flap template, align the curved edge of the template with the top left corner of the piece and trace the curved shape. Flip the template over and repeat for the top right corner. Cut the trace shaped out and set aside and proceed to the next step.